Hello everyone. So in the previous video, what we did was we have seen these binary search, right? So in today's video, we'll actually do something called selection sort. Okay, somehow very important. Okay, this will actually help us to determine how actually sorting algorithms work. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Let's see. See, suppose that I have been given these values. Okay, and after sorting, what we will surely get? If we sort it, let's suppose we are sorting it ascending order. So what value I will be expecting here? 1, 2. Then what is minimum? Again, 4 is minimum. Then 5. Then 8, sorry, not 8, then 6, and then 8, right? 5, 6, and 8. After sorting this array. Okay, makes sense. Now let's see how do we do it using selection sort. See, in selection sort, what we actually have tried to imagine is, imagine there are two parts. Okay, imagine there are two parts. Initially, or rather you can just say like this. First of all, we try to find, see, round 1. Okay, round 1. Let's assume that we are doing round 1. Assume that. Now see, we need to find the minimum. First find the minimum of all. What is the minimum? 1 is the minimum. Okay, so where do I need to place in the beginning? Where will this get placed? This will get placed here, right, in the beginning. So whatever is kept here, you swap the value with the minimum. What is minimum? 1. So swap, make 2 out here and let 1 be here. Okay, so after the first round, what I'm expecting? See, just a second. Somehow I will get like this, right? Somehow I will be getting these values. 1 will be here, remaining everything as it is, okay, and 2 will be here. Make sense? After the first round, whatever is kept here, okay, whatever is kept here, that has to be replaced with the minimum in the whole array. What is minimum? 1. Okay, come to round 2. In round 2, what should I do? Do I need to replace this part? Obviously no, because now I know that this is sorted. So I will be replacing this time this part, this value, okay, this value. With what? With the minimum. Again, see, in round 2 I will again search, but right now I'll search only in this portion. Okay, this portion. Why? Because I know that 1 is already sorted. So in this portion, which is minimum, 2 is minimum, so 2 will be replaced by 5. Why 5? Because next minimum should come and get placed out here, right? So somehow it will be like this. 2 will come there and 5 will go here. Okay, so after round 2, what I'm expecting, it's gonna be swapped. Okay, the values will be swapped. See, 1 here, 2 will come here, rest as it is, okay, and 5 will go here. Someone making sense? Okay, next round I came to round 3. Do I need to check these two values? Obviously no, because the thing is, I know that these two are already sorted and already kept in their original place where they're supposed to be, right? Right now I don't know about this place. Okay, so if you see properly, every now and then we are moving one cell ahead. In the first round we were at this cell trying to focus on this cell. Second round we are trying to replace this cell. Third round we're trying to replace this value. Okay, so now again find the minimum. What is gonna be the minimum? The minimum is 4. The minimum is 4. I have no idea, but the minimum is 4. Okay, so I'll travel the whole distance, okay, from here to here, and I'll be like, hey, what is the minimum kept out in this, like in these positions, okay, or so to say in this area. Okay, so I found, okay, see, 4 is the minimum, so I'm like, okay, swap 4 with this value, so 4 will come here and 8 will come here. Okay, because you need to swap them. So after round 3, what am I expecting? 1, 2 as it is, 4 came here, 8 got swapped, and rest as it is. Make sense? Right. Next round. In the next round, I realized that, see, these values are already kept properly. I know that because every round I'm trying to first see, first round, first cell, second round, focus on the cell, second cell, third round, focus on the third cell, fourth round, now focus on this fourth cell because I can be sure that this part is gonna be sorted. Okay, find the minimum value, which is minimum. 5 is minimum, right? So you're like, okay, swap these two values. Okay, so 8 will come here and 5 will come here. Making sense? Okay, so after round 3, or basically after round 4 I should say. Okay, after round 4, round 3 I got till there, right? After round 4 I can expect my values as this: 1 2 4 as it is. I was about to swap this got swapped by 5 6 and 8, now as it is, right? Make sense? Let's come to round 6. Sorry, round 5. Okay, round 5. What needs to be swapped? Round 5 means the fifth value. I'll check. Do I need to check this part? I don't have to check this part, right? I'll check only this part. Which is minimum? 6 is minimum. So you can keep that value, no issues with it. Okay. So you swap 6 with 6 only. Okay. So obviously it will be the same only. So it will be 6 only. So even after round 5, 2, 4, 5, you'll get this only. Okay. So if you see properly, round 4 and round 5 value is same. In this case we got same, but necessarily maybe it's not possible, like in this example like somehow got this value, but maybe we might not get it. Okay, we might come, or we might be like getting something like 8 here and then we need to swap, maybe. Okay, because we have no idea how it will be swapping, right? So in case if this, because we were checking this two value, right? So 6 came out to be the lowest, so obviously if 6 is the lowest, then it will be swapped with that value only, because 6 is the lowest. Or rather you can say that 6 will be at this place only, because 6 is the lowest, right? Okay, great. So after round 5 I'm gonna get this value. Do I need to go to round 6? No. Why no? Because after round 5 I would have got this part fully swapped, right? This part. So obviously if this part is swapped, then the last element will surely be in its place, right? Makes sense? Obviously yes, right? So even if I go till round 5, I can somehow be sure that I will actually get my array sorted. Okay, let's take one more example. Okay, let's take one more example, but this time a bit in detail. Or rather, we can just take the same example as well. Let me just change the values. Okay, somehow change the values. Let's keep 8 here. Okay, let's keep 8 here. Or let's just change the arrays, which is fine. Okay, let's take something like, let's take 2. Let's take 5. Let's take 8, 6 and 1. Okay, 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, let's take and try to actually get the array sorted. Okay, let's see. So if you see properly, round 1. Okay, so let's actually somehow say our round by this value. Okay, okay, round 1, round. Okay, after round 1, if you see properly, what, okay, let me write this value says, let me just write it here. I will be the round. Okay, and let me actually determine it out here. I hope it's visible, right? See, so after round 1, what can I expect? I need to fill and replace this cell with what? With the minimum. Which is the minimum? 5 is the minimum? No, 1 is the minimum, right? So basically 1 should come here and 2 should go here, right? Okay, how will I get that? That's here. Let's something keep as min index. Okay, min index. And if you want, you can even keep start and end. Let's keep even the start and end. Okay, let's keep even the start and end. So let's say somehow start, or rather let me keep it here, start, and I will determine the round. Okay, I will determine the round. Okay, and min index will be which value has to be replaced. We'll see how what I'm saying. Okay, okay, so see, starting in the beginning, starting index will be 0 only, right? So starting will be 0 and this index 4, right? Okay, starting round 1, right? So let's say round 1 ends with 0. Let's start with 0, round 1 with 0. Okay, so if you're in round 1, you need to swap. See, you go through all of the array. Okay, you go through all of the array and try to find the minimum. Okay, try to find the minimum. Which is the minimum? Where is the minimum kept? Minimum index is at 2, right? So keep minimum index at 2. Okay, and value to be replaced. Somehow you can write like this. Okay, value to be replaced. That means which value you are supposed to replace. That means you need to replace the value that's kept at first cell, that is 0. Okay, 0 index. So you need to actually swap 0 index and 2 index, right? So if you swap, you will be somehow getting like this, right? This got swapped with this. Okay, how did I determine this? I traveled the whole array and I found that, hey, minimum index is 2. So swap the value that is to be replaced with whatever is kept at minimum index. Okay, round 1 is off. Round 2, come to round 2. So round 2, obviously I need to start from here only. Okay, just give me a second, or I can clean up this, clean it up. Okay, so see, round 2, I want to actually, I know that this is already sorted. So round 2, I don't have to start from here. I need to start from here, right? And now I need to travel this whole part and find the minimum. So which value need to be swapped? Like which value has to be replaced? This value, right? If it is the minimum, then it will be kept there only. If it is not the minimum, then I need to swap it. So value to be replaced is kept at index 1. Starting position now is 1. Ending is again 4. Why ending is 4? Because I need to travel till the end of the array. Okay, now this is round 2. Just assume that round 2 is starting from 1. Okay, and now find what is the minimum. Okay, after swapping we got this value, right? So let me just rewrite it everything. Okay, change the color of the pen. This will be better, I guess. Okay, let me just write it here. So 1 came here, 5 is here, 2 is here, 8 and 6 and here. Indexes are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I'm sure that this part is sorted, right? Because obviously I have already done round 1 and I came to what is the advantage of round 1, that my first cell is sorted, right? Come to round 2 and now you are focusing on this. That means I need to replace this value with what? By the minimum value. What is the minimum value? Where is it kept? You travel through whole of this part. Okay, wherever you travel, okay, if in case you found that this value is lower, okay, we found that this value is minimum, you take that index. The index is this time again 2. Okay, so you swap these two values. So if you see properly, 2 will come here and 5 will come here, right? So somehow this 2 will come here and 5 will come here. Make sense? After round 2, come to round 3. Round 3 means 2, because we are starting on 0, right? Right now my array is this 1, 2, 5, 8 and 6, right? So see, this 2 is already sorted, I know. Now I'm gonna focus on this cell, right? This index 2 cell, this cell, right? So value to be replaced is kept this. Where is the minimum index? Where is the minimum value? Minimum value, if I see properly, is, see, I'm gonna travel only through this part, right? So the starting point is basically this, ending is gonna be 4, starting is the index 2, right? Because I am sure that this 2 is already sorted. Okay, so what is I is round. Minimum index is, where is it kept? It is kept at 2 only. Okay, so swap whatever is kept at index 2 with, sorry, whatever is kept at index 2, swap that value with whatever is kept at 2. Obviously 5 will be the same thing, right? So 5 will not be replaced. Okay, 5 will be as it is. Okay, make sense? So till now I am sure that, so after round 3, okay, I can be sure that the values are gonna be this. 1, 2, 5, 8 and 6, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so round 4. Round 4 means starting with 3. Which value need to be replaced? This value has to be replaced. Where is it kept? It is kept at index 3. Index 3, okay, great. Okay, now find, see, I don't have to swap this, I don't have to find this part. That means starting, I need to start from this index, right? So index will be 3. I need to go till the end, that means till 4. Okay, now if you see properly, the minimum out of this is kept at which index? It is kept at 4. It is kept at 4. So I will try to find that index. We'll see how we'll find an index, don't worry, when we'll code it. Okay, right now understand that obviously 4 is gonna be the min. So swap whatever is kept at 3 with whatever is kept at index 4. Okay, if you swap that, then obviously 8 will come here and 6 will come here, right? So here actually it will be like something like this. Does this make sense? Okay, so after round 4, this thing actually turned out to be something like this. Okay, so come to round 5. 1 2 5 6 8 0 1 2 3 4. Now tell me something. Do I need to go for round 5? Obviously no, because I know that this part is sorted. That means whatever is left, that means if last element is left, then obviously it will be sorted only, right? This whole part is sorted. This size was smaller, 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 smaller. Among 5, 4 are already kept in a sequence. So obviously the fifth is gonna be in its sequence only, right? Making sense? If 4 of them are already sorted, then obviously the last element will also be sorted only. So we can actually say one thing, that hey, you go till round 4 only. That means round 4 means index 3. Okay. See how many values were there? 1 2 3 4 5. There were 5 values. So n was equal to 5. I need to go till n equal to 4 only, right? Because I can subtract 1. So if I'm going to start from 0, then I need to go from 0 1 2 and 3 4 times, right? That means this can somehow be represented by I. Okay, I'll explain more thing, don't worry. Okay, now see here, the value when it was I. Okay, when it was I need to go from I to the end, I to end. Okay, making sense? I need to go from I to end. Or rather, if you say if you want to go from I, or I plus 1 also, you can go. We'll see, okay, when we'll do the coding. See here also, if you see properly, here also if you see properly, that the round is depend. See, as soon as I'm in round 2, that means I'm traveling from 2 to 4. Okay, 2 to 4, right? So let's once code it and we'll understand what I'm saying. Okay, don't worry, things will get more clear as we start coding. Okay, use string state. Let me just write this part. Okay, okay, so let me just copy this part. Okay, because we will actually get the array. We'll get an array, we'll get a number, we will enter the value. Okay, we'll till here it's fine, right? Till here we can copy. Okay, till here we can copy, right? We'll get an array, we will enter the value of n, we will put all the values of we'll actually try to fill the array. Okay, and then what we need to do, we need to call the selection sort. What values I need to pass? I need to pass the array and also the number of elements. Okay, come here, let's implement this. So obviously it will not return anything, so void selection sort. I'm receiving an array, so square bracket has to be here, int n. Okay, see properly, this will tell me the round. Okay, so I need to go till what? If the value of n is 5, then I need to go till I need to cover only 4 values, so I can cover n minus 1. That means if it is 5, then I can go till 0 1 2 3, right? As soon as it becomes 4, it will not run. We'll see again, don't worry. Okay, come here, right now if you come. Okay, let me just take one more example out here to explain you guys more detail. Let's just take an example out here. Let's take an example. Let's take only four values. Okay, so 0 1 2 3. Let's say something is kept like 5 2. Okay, 5 2. So I know that the minimum is kept at this index, right? So how will I determine the index? Assume that this is the minimum. Okay, this part is in the beginning. Assume that this is minimum. Okay, so in the beginning you can be like min index is kept at I. Okay, min index is kept at I. I have no idea till now. I'm assuming that it is kept at I. Okay, now travel whole thing from, you can go from int j equal to I j less than, we're going till n, right? I j plus plus, right? We were going from, see here, see, when we were at the initial value, when the round was 0, we were going from 0 to 4, we were going from 0 to 4. Okay, but right now if you see properly, I have actually stored this value. I'm saying that this is just give me a second, I'll just clear it up. Okay, so this is the array, that I've given 4 3 5 2. Okay, so I'm saying that, hey, this is the minimum. I'm saying that this is the minimum. So even if I travel this whole part and try to find the minimum, I think it should make sense. I'm saying, well, let's just do it. See, I'm going from I to till n. Okay, so I'm like, okay, if whatever is the value kept at this ARR of j, okay, which is less than ARR of min index. Okay, if the value, I'm assuming that whatever is kept at the 0 to ith value, okay, that means this 4. Okay, if this is less than, if the value, if you find any value less than that, you update the value of min vertex. Okay, min index of, say, min index will be equal to j. What did I do out? Let's say I'm starting with min index as I. I'm saying that, hey, min index is I. That means min index equal to 0. That means whenever whatever is index pointing to, the value corresponding to that is minimum. Okay, but I'm not sure still. So I'm like, hey, go then travel the whole of the array and tell me. Okay, so you went from whatever is I starting from. So from here to till here, you're trying to find which is the minimum. Okay, so it's 4 minimum, then 4. No, obviously 4 is gonna be equal to 4, right? So no. So you're like, okay, don't go. J will become j plus plus. Right now j starting from I. Okay, I means 0. Starting from I and going till n means 5, right? Now become j plus plus. So is 3 less than 4? Is 3 less than 4? So ARR of 1 means 3 and ARR of min index means 4. Hey, 3 is less than 4. Then why am I supposed to keep my index 0? Let me keep it as 1. That means min index became j. Right now understanding? That means now the minimum value equal to 3. Okay, this value, but still I'm not sure that this is the minimum, right? So I'm like, hey, let's go one more step ahead and let's see whether we are getting the minimum or not. So I'm like, okay, let's do j plus plus. J plus plus was been done, and then this became ARR of 2. Hey, ARR of 2, is it less than your whatever you have calculated the minimum index? So 5 is less than 3. No, great. If it's not less, okay, let's go one more ahead, because till now I have not reached to the end of the array. So now I will be going to ARR of 3. Okay, what is the value of n equal to 4, right, in this case? So I can go till 4. Yes, 4 is, so ARR of 3, ARR of 3, is it less than ARR of min index? What is min index? Min index is basically your 1. So what is kept at 1? 3 has been kept. So hey, is 3 less than your whatever is kept at ARR of 3? 2. Yes, 2 is less than 3. Come and update the minimum index. Minimum index became j. What is j? Now j will become 3. So j was, minimum index was 1, now it became 3. Make sense? Now I'll be coming here in the loop and I'll be like, hey, I have already crossed the value of n. That means I have reached the end of my array. That means this is the minimum. I have traveled the whole array and I have found the minimum, right? So I found the minimum. I'm like, okay, fine, that's great. I found the minimum. Now come here. After you have found the minimum, you need to swap the value. Okay, you need to swap the value with what? Just a second. You need to swap 2 with what? 2 with whatever is kept at this value. That means this is actually somehow corresponding to your round. Okay, so let me tell you what I'm supposed to do. After coming here, see, after you have, see, from here you're gonna get the minimum value. Okay, after getting the minimum value, come here and you're like, okay, let's swap it. Which value needs to be swapped? ARR of I needs to be swapped, right? So before swapping it, let's keep the value in temp. Okay, so let's store that value in temp, because I need to store that, right? I'll show you, don't worry. Okay, so you can somehow write it like this: int temp equal to whatever value is kept at ARR of 0. So 4 has been kept. Now I need to replace ARR of I with whatever is kept at min index, right? That means what would have happened? This 2, this 2 came and got replaced out here. Hey, but 4, how will I get 4? I have stored a value already inside my temporary variable. Okay, temp equal to ARR of I. Okay, before swapping it, before actually replacing the value, I have already stored it out here. So ARR of min index will become temp, right? Then only it will be swapped, right? 2 will come here, 4 will come, right? So you can come here and write sorry, ARR of I. So I need ARR of I min index, right? Min index equal to the value of temp. So they got swapped, right? Simple. After writing this, they are already swapped, right? So after swapping, what I need to do, after this has been swapped, now you go to round number, round 1. So this I will become I plus plus. So round 1. Okay, you went to round 1. In round 1, if you see properly, just a second. In round 1, okay, in round 1, see, they already been swapped. So how can I get the value? The values are something like 2 is here, 3 is here, 5 is here, and 4 is here. Make sense? So do I need to actually see this value again? No, because this is already swapped. It's already at its own position, real position. Okay, after sorting, I'll get 2 here by any means, right? So it's already swapped. It's already sorted. Okay, sorry, it's already sorted. So now I became 1. Is it less than your n minus 1? Yes. Come here and now consider min indexes. Minimum index is this. Okay, whatever is kept here, that is your minimum index. That is your minimum value. Okay, whatever is kept at minimum index at 1. I came here and I'm like, okay, go from I. Okay, the value is I, and from here to here, find the minimum index. Okay, find the minimum index. So obviously we'll get 1 only as the minimum index. Okay, after getting the minimum index, come and swap it. Okay, so how will the swapping take place? Inside my temp, I'll store the value of 3, right? ARR of I, and ARR of I basically will be equal to ARR of minimum index. What is the minimum index? 1. So obviously ARI of 1 will be replaced by 1. That means it will replace by 3 only. Okay, and also ARR of minimum index, that is 1, will also be replaced by 3. So obviously ultimately 3 will come here only. Okay, after replacing everything 3, I'm like, see, okay, 3 has been done. Now what you do is you actually go to round number 3. So round number 3 means I equal to 2. I equal to 2 means I need to see only this part, right? This part, because I'm sure that this part is already sorted. So in this part, I'm like, hey, now go and see the minimum. So I'm like assuming, hey, let minimum index be I. I means let's suppose that this is the minimum index. Let's suppose, okay, and let's run from I to n. Okay, so I'm gonna go till here and I'm gonna find the minimum index. So minimum index is j. Okay, it will actually be updated with 3. How 3? Because AR, when I'll reach 4, okay, so AR of j is actually less than your AR of minimum index. Yes, then you'll swap and you'll make your minimum index as 3. Okay, so again afterwards, again AR of I means this value. Okay, this value will be replaced with 4. So AR of I will become 4. How? Because inside my temp I would have already stored the value of ARR of I. That means 5 would have already been stored, and now ARR of I means ARR of min index. Min index means 3, so 4 will get stored here. Okay, and ARR of min index means ARR of 3 will be equal to whatever is kept at temp, that means 5. So this 2 will be swapped and 5 will come in. Okay, after this part has been done, I'm sure that this part is already sorted, so I will go till n minus 1 only, because I know that the last element is by any means sorted. Okay, making sense? Making sense, right? Let's just do it and run it. I hope it should work. Okay, So we're going from 0 to here. We're swapping the values. We are making I plus plus. Okay, so this should work. Okay, let's just understand it. And okay, before that we need to even call it, right? Before calling it, let's see what is this. Min index was not declared. Sorry, let's even declare the min index. Okay, so int min index. Okay, let's even declare it. Okay, let's even call it in my main function. Control C, come here, and let's call it here. Okay, it's already been called. Great, not bad. After calling it, that means it would have sorted all the elements, because we know whatever is inside my array, it actually changes the values only, because it works on the address, right? Here address has been passed, right? So everything that has been making changes is been done on the real array, right? So let's even print it and check whether it's working or not. So let me print it. So printing part. Okay, I thought it was here. It's fine. Let's just make the printing part. Okay, just make it is fine. So int I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. We need to print what value? Cout, whatever is kept it, error of I with a space in between. Okay, let's give a space. So I'm giving the line break. It's fine even if you give this also. Okay, so I can assume that now I might get my correct answer. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, so let's take for 5 values. Okay, 5 values. Let's give 3, 5, 4, 2, 1. What am I expecting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, we are getting one answer. So I'm getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I hope you understood this program. What actually are we doing here? Okay. In every round we are actually going and just swapping the values. Okay, it means, in brief, what we're doing is basically 2, 4, 5, 3, let's say I'm trying to find who is the minimum in round 1. Hey, 1 is minimum, so replace 1 with whatever is kept at I of 0. 1 is here, 2 will come here. In round 2, again search the minimum, but now don't consider this part because it's already sorted. 2 is minimum, swap it with this value. Now swapping this will be, hey, 2 will come here and 4 will go here. Okay, makes sense? So after that it will become something like this. Right, afterwards next round come again. This part is already sorted, I know. Now you try to find the minimum. Hey, 3 is minimum, so replace here. So 3 will be here and 5 will come here because we're swapping the values, right? After that 1, 2, 3 already are sorted, right? We know this. So among 5 and 4, who is small? 4. So swap this value 4 and let's 5 be here. So 4 and 5. After this part is there, I know that this part is already sorted. Then the last value will always be sorted only. Make sense? So I need to go till this round and hopefully this will be done. This will be sorted. Okay, this is selection sort. Okay, please go through the video. Okay, again, if in case you are having some difficulties, and obviously I'm there, you can always ask me in case you are having some doubts. Okay, but in brief, I'll tell you what we have done. As I told you, just consider that value as minimum. Okay, suppose that, hey, whatever I'm gonna swap, let's take the index as minimum, and afterwards trying to find, hey, which is the minimum index. As soon as I found the minimum index, swap that value with I. Why? Because the round value, right? We were actually swapping the round's value only. Make sense? We're swapping this value only. Let me show it to you. With Control Z, I hope I will come back. Yeah. See here. Min index is gonna be swapped with value 0. 0 is actually corresponding to your I value only. I means round. This is round, right? Swap 1 with round 1. That means swap this round value 1 only. That means that's why I'm using I. Okay. 2, swap value of 2 corresponding to the value of I only. It's corresponding to the value of I. Okay. Even 3 and 3. Okay, I hope this makes sense. In case if you have doubts, just ask me. Okay, no worries with it. Okay, so I hope this program is clear. Okay, so in the next video we'll do some more programs like insertion sort, there are merge sort and all. Okay, so we'll see those things from the next video.